Hello students. Today we are going to learn marketing, that is chapter 11 of business studies, part 1. Now let's understand what is marketing in traditional sense. The word market is derived from Latin word marketus, which means a place of business. Now it is a location where buyers and sellers of goods assembles to facilitate exchange. Therefore, market refers to place. But in the modern times and globalized economy and technologically advanced world, it wouldn't be right to call or market as just a place where seller and buyer meet. But now it has gone beyond that because now buyers and seller does transaction even without meeting each other. That is online. So when we talk about market in different context, we can have product market, which means you can say that market for a particular product, be it vegetable market or share market or pepper market, etc. We can also have the market on the basis of geographical market, like local, national, and international market. So when anybody does business within the region, that is termed as local market. Within country, it is national market. And when this kind of transaction takes place globally, that is between countries, then it is referred as international market. It is also based on types of buyers, whether the market is consumer market or industrial market. Consumer market is the one where the consumer buys commodities for direct consumption. It could be also on the basis of quantity of goods. Like you can say that market is particular, like let's say wholesale market or retail market. And we already know what are wholesale and retail markets. So marketing in modern sense, we can say that market refers to the aggregate potential demand for a product or services. Example, market for car is booming means the enhanced collective demand for cars. Marketing can be defined as an exchange transaction in between buyer and seller, and all the activities connected with transfer of goods and services, that is from producer to consumer, come within the purview of marketing. So they would include all the other functions like production, transportation, storage, and advertising. So, what is marketing? Though selling and sales promotion are integral part of marketing, they are not everything. So, marketing is much broader term and it is concerned with identification of needs and wants of consumer, finding out their taste and preference because consumer is the king. So, you have to find out the ways and means for satisfying the customers. According to AMA, that is American Marketing Association, marketing is performance of business activities that direct the flow of goods and services through producer to consumer or users. And according to the definition of Philip Kotler, marketing is a social process by which individuals and group obtain what they need and want. So basically we are trying to satisfy the need. What they need, want, through creating, offering, and freely exchanging products and services of value with others. Now let's understand that what are the features of marketing. Marketing process helps the people in getting what they want. The focus of marketing is on satisfaction of their needs and wants. So a marketer's job is to identify what is the need and preference and taste of the consumer and develop the products accordingly. Secondly, create a market offering. Now, market offering means a complete offer of a product or services. Like when you are offering the product to consumer, you should mention and give all the information with regard to the features of the product, like its size, quality, taste, price, availability, etc. Consumer buys a product based on its value to satisfy their need. Like, let's say, for example, mouth freshener in toothpaste, because that is what ultimately we want after we brush our teeth. We want to feel that the mouth is fresh. So the marketer should always add value to his product so that the consumer prefers it. The another feature of marketing is exchange mechanism. Now this refers to process through which more than two parties come together so that they can transact or exchange the desired product and services from someone, in return making a payment to each other. So basically it is an exchange of goods and services in return of payment for that product. There are certain essential conditions in exchange mechanism. Minimum, there should be two parties, which means buyer and seller, and seller offer a product and the buyer the money. Each party should be able to communicate and deliver the product or services. The another essential condition is that freedom. Each party has the freedom to accept or reject the offer which is made by the other person. And this acceptance or rejection of the offer must not be a compulsion, it should be voluntary. So now that we know what are the features of marketing and the essential conditions, now let's understand that what can be marketed. Usually products are marked in marketing literature. Anything that can be value to buyer may be termed as product. Like it may be tangible or intangible product. It also includes person, place, events, experience, and organization. So any product which is demanded by the consumer can be marketed. It could be either product, services, ideas, persons, or place. What can be marketed? Again, of course, anything which has experience, events like lunch with a celebrity or mountaineering so that you can push your product into the market. Many product offers that if you answer this particular quiz, you will have a offer to or lunch with a celebrity, or you can go for trekking. So this kind of offers are often given along with the products. Events like sports event, fashion show, or information like marketing information, technological information, and organization. So companies do communicate with people, like let's say for example, Philip says, let's make things better. Tagline of every company. Marketer or seller refers to any person who takes a lead role in the process of exchange, and normally it is always the seller. So consumers seek satisfaction by consuming these products and services, whereas marketer will provide satisfaction by offering such products. Now, marketers creating new needs in the minds of consumer, like use of washing machine, vacuum cleaner, cooking range, mobile phone, and some of these products have become part and parcel of our life. But many of them were unknown in the of these items were unknown to the older generations. So, marketing management is the functional area of management concerned with planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. Now that we know that what is marketer, what is market, and what is seller, it is important to understand what is marketing management. When I say marketing management, every company has various functions, be it planning, organizing, staffing, controlling, directing, any activities which are related to marketing of goods and services wherein you want to satisfy the consumer wants. And management of all these functions is termed as marketing management. So let's understand what is the process of marketing management. The first step in process of marketing management is choosing a target market. If a business enterprise is producing medical equipment, the target groups will be doctors and hospitals. For a textbook publisher, the target market is group of teachers and school students and college and universities. So first you need to choose the target market for your product. The second one is create a demand for your product. Like now that you know that, let's say for example, your customer is students. Now create a demand for your product among the students. So here the marketing management should try to increase the demand for their products by ensuring the customer satisfaction so that more customers will be attracted. The third step or the third process of marketing management is create superior values. Now, in order to attract more customers, the marketing management can add more superior values to product or services. Like, let's say, for example, giving free insurance or maintenance on purchase of a vehicle, which most of the sellers provide this kind of offers, that when you buy vehicle they give you free insurance. So you have to create superior value for your product. So we can see over here, choosing a target market, creating a demand for product, and create superior values. So what is the difference between marketing and selling? Marketing is a continuous process of identifying the needs and fulfilling such needs through product development, promotion, and pricing. Whereas selling, if we talk about, see, need to understand selling takes place after the product is manufactured, whereas marketing begins before the production and continues even after the sales. But selling is mere transfer of ownership of good from seller to buyer. Whereas in case of marketing, it begins before production and it continues even after the sales. That is by providing after sales services so that the customer is satisfied. So we can see over here the difference between marketing and selling. In marketing, the focus is on the consumer needs, whereas in selling, the focus is on the seller needs because he wants to earn more profit. Marketing begins before production, whereas selling begins after production. In case of marketing, product planning and development is required just the sale of goods. So we can say that marketing, because it is focusing on the taste preference and the needs of the consumer, it is consumer oriented, whereas selling is product oriented. So whatever profits are earned through the selling, which again comes part of marketing because profits through consumer satisfaction. Marketing aims to earn profit but with consumer satisfaction, whereas selling, they aim to sell the product or the sale volume in number of quantity so that they can earn more profit. In case of marketing, the concept says that seller have to beware, whereas in the selling concept, it says buyer has to beware. So marketing focuses on the consumer and considers consumer as a king. So marketing is more of a macro approach and selling is micro, because marketing thinks from the long term perspective, which starts before production and continues even after selling, whereas selling is short term. So let's understand what are the functions of marketing. We know that marketing performs various functions, and one of the major function is gathering and analyzing the market information. Now, this will help to identify the needs of the consumer and take vital decision. It is very important to understand what consumer wants so that accordingly you can take the decision of your product. Now, this is very highly useful for analyzing the opportunities, threat, strength, and weaknesses of the firm. So if you want to do a SWOT analysis of your firm, it is very much necessary to analyze the market information. The second function is marketing plan. A proper marketing plan should be developed to achieve marketing objectives of the firm. Like, let's say, for example, that my firm decides that I want to increase my market share of this is my market plan. which is again a function of marketing. The third function is product designing and development. Now, in today's competitive world, it is very much necessary for all the firms to have change and bring about creativity or change in terms of packaging, in terms of display, in terms of presenting the product to the consumer. So marketing department should always be on the lookout to make necessary changes in their product shape or design so that it is attractive and people are stimulated or pursued to buy the product. The fourth function of marketing is standardization and grading. Now, standardization refers to producing goods in predetermined standard such as quantity, quality, price, packaging, which ensures uniformity and consistency in the product. So every product which is manufactured, it is of a similar standard. Now, what is grading? Grading is the process of classifying the products into different classes on the basis of quality, size, weight, etc. Now, this is very much needed in agricultural product so that when you do grading on the basis of quality or size, you can charge higher prices for the better quality. And we can see that in the picture that how the product is over here graded in terms of quality. Another function of marketing is packaging and labeling. Now, package is a container or a wrapper or a box in which a product is enclosed. It is done for protecting the goods from damage in transit and storage. Nowadays, it is also used to establish a brand because many a times it happens that we are so much attracted to packaging and that packaging itself gives or leaves an impression in our mind about the particular company or the brand. So it becomes easy for us to identify even with the packaging that which product are we looking at. The another function is labeling. Labeling refers to designing and developing the label to be put on the package to give the specification of the product in the package. We can see that in the picture that how all the informations are given about the product or product details or manufacturing details or ingredients details in the package, which is termed as labeling. Branding is another most important function of marketing. Branding is a process of giving a name or a symbol to a product for identifying and differentiating it from the products of competitors. Like, let's say, for example, BMW, Tata, Jio, Coca-Cola. These are the examples of branding. The most important function is customer support service. These are after sales service handling customer complaints, maintenance of services, technical service, and customer information. Now, all these will provide maximum satisfaction to the consumer, which would be a success key to your product. The another function of marketing is pricing. Now, price of a product means the amount of money that we have to pay to obtain or buy a product. Now, there should be sound pricing policy because this is very important factor for selling the products to consumer. And the pricing policy of firm should attract all types of customers. So the pricing should be in a such a way that majority of the consumers are able to purchase it. The another function of marketing is promotion. It means informing the customers about the firm's product, persuading them to buy these products, and promotion techniques like advertising, personal selling, publicity, or sales promotion can be taken care of. Physical distribution, again, it involves planning, implementing, and controlling the flow of goods, be it intermediate goods or semi-finished goods or the finished goods from one origin to the point of use to meet its customer requirement. So, a suitable distribution channel must be selected by the marketing management with respect to this. Transportation again is one of the major function of marketing because it is an integral part of marketing, as it is going to help you to make your product available to where it actually belongs to. Because the ultimate aim of every manufacturer is that they want their product to reach in the hands of consumer. Storage and warehousing is also a function of marketing. So all the goods are produced in anticipation of future demand. They have to be stored properly in warehouse to protect them from damages. In the picture, we can see the storage or a warehouse. So these are the functions of marketing. Now let's understand what are the factors affecting marketing decisions. There could be controllable factors and uncontrollable factors. So when we talk about controllable factors, they are internal factors which can be controlled by the firm. These are the factors which are within the reach of the firm to control. So they are four groups, four P's rather of marketing: product, price, place, distribution, and promotion, which are commonly known as four P's of marketing. The other factors are non-controllable factors. They are external factors such as consumer behavior, competitors, governments, or let's say legal conditions or political conditions, traders' behavior. All these are non-controllable factors which are not within the control of the business firm. So let's understand what is marketing mix. It is a combination of four inputs which constitute the core of the company's marketing system: product, price, promotion, and place, which famously is known as 4 Ps. So marketing mix consists of 4 Ps, namely product, price, place, that is distribution, and promotion. Let's understand what is product, which is first P in the marketing mix. Product means goods or services or anything of value which is offered for sale in the market. It is the most important component of marketing mix, which involves planning, developing, producing the right type of goods and services which are needed by the consumer. The second is price. The price of the product should be fixed that the firm is able to sell it at a profit. Uh, It may consider credit policies, discount, coupons, offers, competition, etc. The third component of marketing mix is place. Now, this refers to marketing efforts undertaken to make the product available at the right time in the right place. And there are products which are produced at one part of the country and it is consumed in the different places during the different season. The fourth element in marketing mix is promotion. Now, all those activities undertaken to inform the consumer about the products of the company and persuade them to buy. So, you're trying to promote your products into the market so that the consumers are attracted to buy, like through advertising, personal selling, or publicity, or any kind of sales promotion. So, these are the four elements of marketing mix. Thank you.